ability, carry go. Obi get it, this is carry go. Forward ever, backward never. Get your BBC, they give them waka. Ahead, yo, follow Obi go. Anywhere you dey, follow am go. Mama, papa, get your BBC. Brother, sister, make we start activity. Yelele, na P-Tobi. Morning, noon, and night, P-Tobi. Get your BBC, Obi. If not to make a choice, wanna P-Tobi. Ebelebe, bola, everywhere na P-Tobi. Ebelebe, bola, everywhere na P-Tobi. Kowara yaka, koporo yaka, kowara yegu. We a masana wa, we a masana pi. Jofu, matofu, obedience is better than sacrifice. 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 Mama, papa, where your PVC? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Brother, sister, show me your PVC. Obedience is better than sacrifice. 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 Mama, papa, where your PVC? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Brother, sister, show me your PVC. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Kererenke, Kowara yaka, koporo yaka, kowara yegu. We a masana wa, we a masana pi. Jofu, matofu,
Hi guys, hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all from wherever it is that you're joining me from today. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much for joining me today. My name is Kachi. Yes, and again, I hope you guys were hoping to see Ima, right? But she's still under the weather, and trust me, she's gonna be back pretty soon. But for now, guys, make could manage me like that. You're going to be seeing me here for now until Ima is back. So, guys, I beg make could manage me for now. Now, beg, I didn't beg. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I appreciate you guys. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing very well. I can see we already have people joining us on the comment section. Thanks, guys. And I can see we have people viewing us right now, guys. So please, we can help us like and share. Please like and share our broadcast. Liking and sharing simply means that you want our voices to be heard. It simply means that you want our messages to keep spreading like wildfire. So, guys, help us to like and share. Like the song I just played, guys, obedience is better than sacrifice. I beg you. You can help us like and share. Thank you all so much, and God bless you for doing this with me once again today. God bless you all. I want to take time out to acknowledge those wonderful people on the comment section. I can see Perpetua Ndukwe right there. Good morning to you, Perpetua. Thank you so much for joining me. I can see Samuel Olaka right there. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me. Yes, so obedience is better than sacrifice. I can see Gabriel Essay Izogi. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me today. I can see Favor Faith. Good morning to you. Christopher Columbus, good morning. And James Morgan, I see you right there. Thank you for joining me today. I can see Mark Rabo also right here with us. Thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate every single one of you. God bless you for your continuous love and support to Naija Watch. Guys, help us to like and share if you're just joining and you're yet to do so. And please subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. And also, guys, help us to hit the notification bell after doing that so you can be notified whenever we come on air like that. I can see OBG right there. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate every single one of you. God bless you. You know how we're doing. If you are interested in joining us on screen today, because we're going to be talking about the newspaper headlines today. Need I remind you that today is the 22nd day of September 2022, and students are still at home since February 14th. 2022. So guys, if you would like to join me here on screen, let's discuss about the newspaper headline today. I'm going to be pasting the link on the screen pretty soon All you have to do is click on it and I'll have you right here with me on screen. Okay, guys, so please just hold on while I try to um get the link right there on the comment section so you guys can join us in case you want to join me here on screen. Let me just quickly paste that right there so you can just click on it and join me if you would like to join us here. Okay, I just did that, guys. So if you're interested in joining me here on screen so we can talk about the newspaper headlines, click on that link and I'll have you right here with me. I can see Osai Baba Okongai. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I appreciate every single one of you. Please help us to like and share this broadcast. Tell a friend to tell another friend about Ninja Watch. Like we say, we're going to be coming out here back to back, 7 days a week up until the day of the election. So, guys, please support us by using the $ to the right on the comment section to support what we do here. God bless you. I can see Jude right there on the comments. Good evening to you. Good morning and afternoon to you, Mr. Jude. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, guys, we're just going to go straight to the newspaper headlines I have for you today. We're going to be, talking about four different newspapers today. I can see someone has already joined us. 115 is right there. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for joining me. Okay, guys, we're going to be discussing four different newspaper headlines today, which will be the Guardian newspaper, Tribune, Punch, and Daily Trust. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's start with the first one, guys, which is the Guardian newspaper. It says the federal government to leave behind 60.9 trillion debt over liabilities in 2023. Haha. This one loud though, whoever it is that is going to emerge as president come 2023, hey whoa, see the work no go easy at all. So eventually if Peter Obi becomes the next president, our mommy can not expect magic because the country is already in a mess. A lot of work has to be done. A lot of work has to be done. As you can see here, like I said before, today is the 22nd day of September 2022. And it states there that the federal government will leave behind 60.9 trillion naira debt over liabilities and other liabilities in 2023. Ha! Now, wow. Mr. Kennedy just joined us. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for joining me. Let's continue, guys. It says that Lawan loses out as Akpabio Umahi make INEC final list. So, INEC actually has brought out all the list, and Lawan's name was nowhere to be found on the list. Okay, guys, we're going to go straight to the next newspaper I have for you guys today, which is a Tribune. But guys, what do you think? Federal government to leave behind 60.9 trillion debt over liability and other liabilities in 2023. It's not going to be easy at all. It's not going to be easy. So guys, please do not expect magic eventually when Peter Obi becomes the next president of Nigeria, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Let's move straight to Tribune, guys. It says that Akpabio survived. Lawan's name missing. Kachiku makes the list. Obaseki loses out as INEC recognizes Obdi faction of Edo PDP. Obaseki loses out. Is right there. Police nab 15 suspected kidnappers in Ibadan. Ekiti PDP elders reject Fayose leadership. Guys, Obaseki loses out as INEC recognizes Obdi faction of Edo PDP. Over 100 confirmed dead in Jigawa flood. 400 houses sacked in Plateau State. Oh my God. House of Reps to lay agreements with ASU before Buhari. Muslim tickets to nation body Douglas tells Christians. Okay, price of cooking gas increased by 101% in 1 year. Ohaneze Indigbo to federal government, Kanu must not die in prison. Okay, guys, this is the Tribune newspaper, but what I want us to concentrate on is how Akpabio survives the INEC list, and Lawan's name is nowhere to be found. Kachiku also makes the list, and Obaseki loses out. Obaseki loses out, guys. Okay, let's go straight to the next one I have for you guys today, which is going to be the Punch newspaper, guys. The Punch newspaper is right there on the screen, the 22nd day of September 2022. It says here that INEC clears Atiku Tinubu, Obi, and 4,223 just stood for National Assembly. Kwankwaso, Sowore, 31 others presidential VP candidates sail through. Lawan's name is nowhere to be found. Obaseki factions loses out. Akpabio makes the list. Former President Jonathan Abdusalami Kuka called for peaceful pause. Students to block Abuja Airport, Kaduna Road today. So you guys already know that the students blocked the Lagos International Airport a few days ago, which they said their next stop is going to be Apapa Port in Lagos. And now they're saying they're going to be blocking the Abuja Airport and Kaduna Road. Abuja Airport and Kaduna Road today. But is that even safe? We'll be hearing all about the Kaduna, the insecurity around the Kaduna Road and all that. But is that even safe for them to go and block the Kaduna Road? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay, let's go straight to the next one I have for you guys today. Please look at this. It says INEC clears out Atiku, Tinubu, and Obi. Let's move straight to the Daily Trust newspaper, guys. The next one I have for you guys today is the Daily Trust newspaper, and it says here primaries, despite generating billions, APC faces cash crunch. Guys, what does that mean? What does it mean to face a cash crunch? Because I do not understand what that means. Please tell me if you know what cash crunch means. It says here, despite generating billions, APC faces cash crunch. Party in debt, all staff committee members yet to be paid 3 months after fund being spent on running of party spokesperson. So this is the APC right now, that the party is in debt. APC party is in debt. The all staff committee members yet to be paid 3 months after fund being spent on running of party, says the spokesperson. 2023, Lawan's fate hangs Akpabio, Umahi, and others on INEC list. Lawan's name is nowhere to be found. I think all the newspaper we've read so far carries that information. Crude oil theft may crash Nigeria economy. Senate warns that crude oil theft may crash Nigeria's economy. Right now, is the economy not crashed? So if it crash fast like this, now it's we go talk. 3.1 billion naira for Kano Emirates as Gaduje doubles monthly allowances. Okay? 3.1 billion naira for Kano Emirates as Gaduje doubles monthly allowances. Buhari seeks Senate approval for 420 billion naira promissory note. Okay. So, guys, that's the four newspaper headlines we're going to be dissecting today. We have the Guardian newspaper, which says that the federal government to leave behind 60.9 trillion naira debt, other liabilities in 2023. And we have here the Tribune, who says that Akpabio survives, Lawan's name missing on the list, and Kachiku's name makes the list. Now we'll go straight to the next one here, that INEC clears Atiku, Tinubu, and Obi, and 4,223 just for National Assembly. And we're going to go to the last one, which says that despite generating billions, APC faces cash crunch. So those are the four newspaper headlines that we're going to be dissecting today. Thank you all so much for joining me, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Okay, Mr. Kennedy, thank you. Say cash crunch is cash shortage. Okay, thank you so much for explaining that to me. I appreciate you guys. Thanks, guys, for doing this with me again, once again today. God bless every single one of you. Please help us to like and share this broadcast if you are yet to do so. Like I said, the link is posted right there on the comment section. If you're interested in joining us on screen, please kindly click on the link and join us. Use the $ to the right on the comment section to support what we do here. God bless you. Okay, I can see so many people are replying me. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel said cash crunch simply means when you run short or low of cash or money. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you all for always sharing your knowledge with me. God bless you all. I appreciate you guys. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Thank you all for joining me today. We're going to start with the first panelist for today, which is 115. I think this is very nice. Very nice. Oh, yeah, show yourself. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Ms. Kachi. Please go to Mr.
Kennedy.
Kennedy first. Yeah, then you
Okay.
come back to me. Thanks.
All right.
Uh,
That's fine.
no,
Mr.
no,
Kennedy.
please, sorry, I'm a little bit busy at work. Maybe
Uh,
in five minutes. I'm just
okay.
listening.
All
Can you
right.
go to the other on that day? Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine, Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Tuleja, are you also busy or you're ready for me?
I'm available. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. And yeah, greetings to everyone on the panel and the chat and the viewers. Yeah, I saw the one about the debt that Nigeria is owing. And, we talked about this yesterday that people don't seem to correlate the two. And when they will hear about this debt today, then tomorrow they pretend as if there is a lot of money available again. You can't, if you have a parent and you hear your parent are in debt, you can't just assume that they have a lot of money the very next day they go and splash out. So that's about 100 billion dollars that Nigeria owes in debt, and we don't collect a lot of money. And debt servicing is taking a lot of our money. It's not money, it's not just to service the debt, sometimes just paying interest, not even paying off the debt. It's taking a lot of our money, our income that we are making. And the money we are making is reduced because we have to buy petrol too. And because our refineries are not working. This is where we keep shooting ourselves in the foot constantly. It's just unbelievable. These are the kind of areas we should be putting our energy in. Like, why is the refinery not working? We need this Pengassin. They should be demanding that this thing need to start working, because the fact that they are not working is killing our country. Because Saudi Arabia made it $48 billion in 3 months. $48 billion. That's almost half of the debt we owe. In 3 months. In 1 year, we'll just wipe our debt off. But because we can't even get our act together, can you imagine if we put our energy in getting our oil production and gas production in place? The reward we are going to get from that. Those simple things, it sounds simple in terms of if we put our head together, we can accomplish it. But we are not doing it. And this is where our energy should be going to. So on that one, I would say, it's obvious. And if we want to deal with all these our problems we have, like lecturers not getting paid, doctors not getting paid enough, this is where it comes from. And I don't know why people don't connect these things. And personally, I'm one of those who can operate in this kind of abstract manner. People like to react to things that they can relate to, like if rent go up, if petrol prices go up, something that they can relate to. But they don't know how to react to something like this, where you say, make sure the refineries are working. How do you make sure the refinery is working? You are not the engineer that's going to build a refinery. So it's hard for people to relate to that, and I understand that. But this is where I think that the organization like Pengassin, NLC, all these people that know the inner workings of these things should be making more noise, connecting to the people and tell them, this thing, there's no reason why this refinery is not working. They are stealing all our money and causing all kinds of problems for all of us. Because what is happening now is that instead of us to be getting the money is going to foreign accounts. That's our country is building on another country while we are being sucked dry. The proof is there. Look at how Emirates, all those people are making money. Look at how Saudi Arabia is making money. Look at most oil producing countries, how they are making money. But we can't make money because all of our money, you think we are not producing oil? We are producing oil. The problem is that the money is not in our country. We are feeding another monster that is getting stronger and stronger because they are taking our own lifeblood. We need to start understanding. This is why I keep saying we need to understand the international dimension. It's not only our leaders. Our leaders, when they steal our money, they are fools because the money, they don't spend them. Most of the money is in foreign accounts. Even if they spend it in foreign countries, paying for school fees, buying houses, paying for all kinds of nonsense over there, while our economy is floundering and our people are suffering. So on that one, I say that debt problem that we have is not a big debt problem if we get our act together. If we decide that this year, enough is enough, get all the money we need to get, fix all our refineries, let's start making money, even if it's $20 billion or $10 billion even we make every quarter. That's $40 billion in 1 year. Do you know what we can do with that? Hospitals. And this is, what's the name? Lecturers are nothing. Schools. All that stuff, we can sort them out. So that's all I'm going to say about that one. Is there anything else?
No, basically, Mr. Tunaja, I think you touched on it, but I'm just wondering why APC will be facing cash shortage. We know APC is a rich party, so I'm just wondering why they are facing any sort of cash shortage this period.
Mm.
Because I mean, I saw it. Sorry to cut you, Mr. Tunaja. I'm sorry to cut you. Because I saw on social media this morning of how they are imposing these stickers that carries the APC presidential candidate and his running mate. The sticker carries their faces, and they are imposing it on public transporters to paste it on their vehicles, and for them to pay just like the way they pay for their council tickets and things like that. I'm just wondering why that is happening and why they are facing cash shortage.
My suspicion is that when people are not very convinced of victory, you tend to see that people start tightening their purse. They don't want to release to the party. And there's only as much as Emilokun can do to fund the party. So I think maybe that is what you are seeing there. And while in the case of Labour Party, they seem to be, getting accused of too much money coming in before time. So this is what is happening because people are not so convinced. The guy is falling asleep in when he goes to functions. And, how are you supposed to be putting money in such a party? If no businessman wants to lose money, business people, they work hard for their money. And any rich man will tell you they are not sitting down there just getting money for free. So if they want to sponsor a party, the party better have something to offer them. And right now, the candidate is not convincing. So maybe that's what they are experiencing there. And, as much as we like to think that our guy, Tinubu, is very rich, he can't, be able to chew all his money before he will become a poor man by the time he decides to carry the election.
You're saying that because people are not really convinced that the party is going to emerge. That's why people are tightening their purses.
Yes. That's what happens with political parties. Whenever people are not convinced, then they start tightening their purses.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Tunaja. I'm going to come back to you. But I wanted to ask you one more question because of the newspaper headlines. I think one of the newspaper we read. You already know the student because I know you're very, very interested in the ASU and everything. We already talked about how ASU blocked the Lagos International Airport and how they are going to be blocking the port in Apapa in Lagos. And now they're planning to block the airport in Abuja and also the road in Kaduna. Because we've been hearing news about how unsafe Kaduna is. I mean, that's where the train, the Kaduna-Abuja train attack happened. So do you think it's a wise decision for them to block the Kaduna road?
I think this is a wise decision. You see, all these terrorists, they to kidnap old women and old men and people that care about their lives. These university students are desperate people. They are angry. They are young, and they are angry. And I think terrorists will think twice before going after people that are that annoyed. The thing about terrorists is that you have to understand, when they go after soft targets, that's what they call soft targets. If you go after these sort of people, you could be looking at serious repercussions. And I think that these youth, they have the right to be anywhere they want to be right now. And come on, man, it's 8 months at home. Come on, no country will accept this. No country's youth will accept this nonsense. They should be able to go anywhere, protest as they see fit, and will betide any these terrorists or stupid hoodlums that decide to go and hijack the protest, because it's not going to work. What it's going to mean, whatever happens, whatever tragedy happens, is going to mean their voice will even get amplified. It will be a catalytic event that will lead to a sustainable change. Because if you look at what happened with this democracy we have now, sometimes tragedy has to God forbid that I say tragedy has to happen. When tragedies happen, people actually take things more seriously. Because Abiola died, is why they took democracy more seriously now. Because they now decide that, okay, enough of the military. Once and for all, military has to go. and now democracy has lasted for going to 23 years. So whoever goes after these youths may be doing them a favor. If they try that nonsense, you're going to see that it's going to lead to a change that will last for a very, very long time. Because it's about time that these people go out. Wherever they need to go, I will support them. Not these lecturers sitting at home for 7 months, or federal government sitting in their offices for 7 months allowing this to happen. So thank you on that.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Tunaija, for that. I don't know how safe the Kaduna Road is for the students to actually go there and block. I just hope they are making the right decision. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Pansat, but before I do that, guys, help us to like and share this broadcast if you are yet to do so. I beg. Liking and sharing simply means that you want our voices to be heard. You want our messages to keep spreading like wildfire. And guess what? It is also free. So help us to like and share. Thank you so much, guys. And do not forget to use the $ to the right of the comment section to support what we do here. Tell a friend to tell another friend about Naija Watch. God bless you all. I appreciate you guys. Okay, I'm going to go to Mr. Pansat. Mr. Pansat, please. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me today.
Good morning, Kachi. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, sir.
And good day to everybody on the panel and those in the chats. What is a pending question? Can you hear me?
You didn't follow the headlines?
I did follow the headline, but could you just put it in
Okay, I'm going to start with this. Federal government to leave behind 60.9 trillion debt, other liabilities in 2023. I mean, if we have so much debt, what will happen to the incoming president? How is he going to tackle such? How is he going to be able to do all of this? And also, the list came out and Lawan's name was nowhere to be found. The INEC list, Peter Obi, Tinubu, and Atiku survived. Akpabio also survived the list, but Lawan's name was nowhere to be found. And also, I'm talking about the students who are going to block the Abuja airport and also the Kaduna road. I'm just saying how safe it is for them to go all the way to Kaduna road to block it. The airport, yes, is okay, but going to Kaduna road, we all know what happened with the Kaduna Abuja train attack. What happens if they go to the road and block the road? What's going to happen? Is it safe for them to go there?
All right, I will try to tackle them.
And one more thing is the APC are facing cash shortage. Despite generating billions, APC is facing cash shortage. What do you think is responsible for that?
Okay, good. So in this war that we're in, if we look at history, everything points to why countries remain poor all over, including Africa in general. It's like a cliche, but it's not. The people who are smarter than us have figured it out. Each one of these developing countries went through turmoil, chaos in their nascent stages. So they've brought it down to a science. As a matter of fact, if you go to the United Nations, you could pick up a pamphlet that will tell you why we are in the state that we are and how we're going to get out of it. And a lot of it, like in the Millennium Development Goals that P2B touts a lot of the times, he started the same thing. It's like a cliche, but it's a very simple thing. Government is important in keeping us the way we are. What kind of government you have maybe it's like 70%. Or we might call it leadership or whatever, if you get the leadership right. But it's the government, international society, and then the people themselves. So all these problems you have, the litany, all 3 or 4 of them are all interrelated. So there's no Nigerian that doesn't know what it is. We could come here nitpicking, talking about small ball. That's all those things are small ball. We are going to have to take our country back. If you go, taking the last topic first here, going from Kaduna to Abuja or whatever, protesting, you're just a fool. You protest, maybe you get killed. Nobody cares. especially in that angle where you have the governor of Kaduna there, Rufai, who's killed so many times, killed a lot of protesters. I'm talking about 1,000 in December of 2015. The Shia in Zaria, they protested and they blocked Kaduna, and the Buhari administration claims that their road was blocked. And they got out, the army came out and shot our countrymen. Over 1,000. And buried them in mass graves. You go to Google right now, you Google it. Nothing happened. So if they kill some youth at Lekki Tollgate, maybe they killed 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever, and we're angry. I'm angry about that. But they killed 1,000. These are our fellow citizens. I don't like the Shia. I don't subscribe to the tenets of their religion, but they have the right to practice their religion. Even if they don't practice it properly, nobody has the right to come out there and shoot them with impunity. So if you go out there to protest, fine, but that's not going to resolve anything. Every day we come online, we talk about it. It's how people are not listening. We need a good government. It's something that we have to have, a very good government of the people. We have to get that. And this is an opportunity to get it. Protesting, doing all that in the rain or whatever. That was especially our wicked leaders. They don't care. 2015, December, they massacred over 1,000 protesters who were just blocking the road, apparently blocking the road. I'll accept that, right? But we need a good government. We need education. Education is not speaking English. There are a lot of things involved in education. As a matter of fact, next time we'll talk about education. We're going to have to talk physics, calculus, but let's see who's educated. We all think we're educated. We're not. Education is not speaking English. These are our leaders. So I know it's a limited question and it's a limited time frame. We have to get this government right this time. At least let's start from that. Let's elect a correct government. Save your peace on this protesting little things. In order to protest, you need a massive, if you're dealing with a non-democratic government such as the one in Kaduna and with the Buhari administration, up to United Nations, they don't care about us because they already know. There are things they look at, indices that show that you're a serious country that wants to develop. You have to have a good government, have to have a good society. The people have to be good and willing to do the right thing. So please don't let, I notice that's a lot of energy going off of our movement to bring a good government this to 2023. We have to do it. We have to take this country back. No small ball, little protest here and there. Okay, so there'll be no money anywhere. They're gonna borrow money. Believe me, that's just benign of what these people are doing, have been doing, and are going to do. They're printing currencies. Okay, they're borrowing money to the max, and they're not using it for anything productive. It's consumptive, like P2B says. Even worse than that, they're gonna borrow money to deal with us. We have an enemy as a government. They are our enemies, and they have structured it in a way they have played. Now, let me tell you something. This government came into office and they started putting a certain set of people in the architecture of our security in front of everybody. Manned security agencies with guns, all the armed forces. So it's big ball, not small ball. We have to take this country back this time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Pansat, for that wonderful contribution right there. And let's move straight to Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy, are you ready for me now, please?
Sorry again, please. 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, can I just say something about what he said about 1,000? From what I got, talking about three or something, which is still a lot of people getting killed, and the people that were killed were Shia, Muslims that were protesting about some of their leader or something that happened to their leader. So that is very interesting actually, because this is one of the highest death toll I've heard of in Nigeria in this democratic dispensation where Nigeria goes and kills people. And it turns out to be in the north. That is
Yes,
astounding.
you're right, but there's a contest as far as the number of casualties. The victims claim over 1,000, including Zaki himself and his wife. And first of all, you have to know that 3 of his sons were killed in that exercise. And the government of Kaduna gives over 300. I don't know about you.
Okay.
If Exazaki says something, Kathy, just 1 second. If Exazaki claims something and Rufai claims something, guess who I'm going to choose? I'm going to take Exazaki's words, not Rufai's words. These are the victims. They know who was killed. Plus, there was an international investigation. Now, the North then, geographically speaking, should not fool you. The Shiites are the nemesis of the Sunnis. Just even internationally, when it comes to Saudi Arabia and Iran. So they're not, we Christians are closer to the Sunnis than the Shiites are to them. They're not like brothers fighting. But and the overarching is that they are our citizens. Nobody should kill anybody. Nobody should massacre anybody with impunity. This is not a trivial issue. You kill that many people in the north. Okay, it's like saying the Chibok girls are in the north. You go there and you pack up girls that are in their dormitory or taking exams, and you say, oh, they're in the north. Or Christians get sidelined in this Muslim ticket of the APC. Are you going to say it's in the north? No.
Okay.
Geography has nothing
I
to
agree
do
with
with
your
it.
point about it being the north, but the death toll is quite high for something to happen in a relatively peaceful time, and for that to be allowed actually to happen must mean that maybe there is something to whatever accusation they are laying in the doors. If they killed like 500 people when they went to Nnamdi Kanu, people will be like, "What is going on here?" So that kind of number you're talking about must be something to it. Why the North did not explode with anger
Okay,
that you
Mr.
killed such
Tunaja.
number of people?
Okay, Mr. Tunaja, Mr. Pansa, thank you very much for that contribution right there. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Charles, but with everything that you guys are saying, I'm just even wondering, was Nigeria ever created to even succeed in the first place? Because right now, with everything that is happening, it feels like the country was created not to even succeed in the first place. It feels like the country was created, Nigeria was created to favor a certain caliber of people. So it's just really alarming. Mr. Charles, please, are you there with me?
Yeah, I'm here, but I just came in now. If you can give
Move to the
me.
next person. Do you want me to move to the next person?
Okay, if you can move to the next person so that I'll be able to listen and
Okay.
understand
All right,
what is
that's
happening.
fine. But Mr. Charles, are you okay, please?
Yeah, I am okay. I will
Oh,
concern what
sure.
happened last night.
Yes.
It was honestly, it was not easy. My client was having issue, and he was agitating. So that has been the system. So
Okay.
yeah.
We're really glad that you're okay because we got a lot of calls, series of calls. People were calling. I didn't have your number. I could have reached out to find out if everything was okay. But we're really glad that you're fine. Thank you very much for joining us again this morning. God bless you. Bro, nice. Are you ready for me now?
Then,
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Bro, nice. Let me throw this to you. Do you think Nigeria was even created at all to succeed in the first place?
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
Nigeria was created to succeed in the first place, but at the end of the day, as time goes on, a lot of cabal, they hijack the Nigeria, they hijack the country. So all the good things that the country has to offer, those cabal hijack everything, both the people living in the country. So, you know, when something wants to spoil, you always spoil from the top. You know, so Nigeria was set up to be prosperous, to be great and all that in the beginning. But the people that we elect, that we brought into power because of our ignorance, that is why we now find Nigeria in this state today. Let me tell you, the time when I was growing up, I see my father, I see my grandfather, where they always speak good about this country, Nigeria, how they go to free education in their time, running water, good electricity. You know, the sweet old days in Nigeria. Nigeria, even till tomorrow, Nigeria is still the most. That is, you will wish to live in Nigeria. It's the most sweetest country so far in the world. Nigeria. If you really know Nigeria, in the, let me say, 90s, 80s, 70s, Nigeria is like, when you are living in Nigeria, it's like you are living in the best country in the world. But because of we the citizens, we don't know what is good for us. We don't know how to elect the right leaders in power. That is how we elect the wrong people in power that destroy our Nigeria. They cajole our country, like what Machiavelli always said. That is why we find Nigeria in this state today. Nigeria is in life support now. That country that is filled with milk and honey. Those our cabal turned Nigeria to something else. So if we still want Nigeria to go back to its former glory, we are the one that's going to do it. We are still going to use our hand to repair that country, to vote the right leader. If not, Nigeria is going to be worse more than this. That's just for that. Look at what they just wrote now. They say federal government left 60.9 trillion naira. A government that is responsible, how are you going to have a debt of 60.9 trillion? You want to, as a debt, you want to left it there for the next president to come and bear that bodies. So how that any president that will be elected after this one will go now, how that kind of leader, how is he going to concentrate for the betterment of that country? Before we regulate this kind of atrocity they left behind, his tenure is already gone. You know, a responsible government cannot do such thing. And they are still borrowing, they are still looting, you know. So that's to tell you that Nigeria, it was set to be great, but the people we elect in power, I will not blame them so much. It's still the citizens that I blame, because they don't know their left from their right. Instead of them to vote for the right person, they will prefer to go and collect agbado and put somebody that give them 50 naira. They will put them there. They will put them in power. They will set their future to cabal. But I just hope, say this time they will get it right. Because if they don't do the right thing this time, I'm sorry for that country. I'm just sorry for Nigeria. A country, this is a country in the time in 50s, in 90s. This is a country where Ghanaians come to use our passport. They will use our passport to travel to other countries visa-free. I still know a lot of people that travel out of Nigeria with Nigerian passport when Nigeria was good, visa-free to different countries, Holland, Germany, London, different country when Nigeria was good. When Nigeria was good, all those our neighboring countries that hate Nigerians today, that tell Nigeria they don't want to see them. Those countries used to come to Nigeria to look for daily bread. You still remember when Ghanaians used to come? All those Cote d'Ivoire, all those Malians, they come to Nigeria. Nigeria is like their Europe. Europe, they are running to today. They don't go to Europe before. All those Africans, they come to Nigeria to look for a way to survive. And these people, they will earn a lot, and they'll go back to their country. They will build houses. They will do everything. All those better men they look for in Europe today. It's Nigeria they used to come before. That is when Nigeria was great. You understand? That time, if you even tell any Nigerian citizen to travel, it will even insult you. I said Nigeria was sweet before, my sister. So it's a pity if I remember those days. Those days, and I look at the state of Nigeria today, I shed tears. Even as I'm talking to you now, I'm even about to shed tears. Because I grew up with my family, the people that enjoy Nigeria when Nigeria was good. So, because of this thing, I'm very...
Bro, nice, it's okay. It's okay, bro, nice. It's okay.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
I'm going to give you time to, take it in. It's okay. It's okay. I can totally understand how passionate and how you want the country to work. It's so unfortunate that we have people who do not even care about the citizens. They just care about themselves. It's really unfortunate that people are going through so much pain, so much hardship, and these guys, they don't even care. They don't even care. It's okay. It's okay, bro. Nice. I'm just going to go straight to the next person. Just take time out and suck it in, okay? It is well. Thank you, guys. Thanks to everyone who has joined us so far. Please, bro, nice. Please help us to like and share. Please help us to like and share. Let people even get out. Let people be aware. Let people even know what is going on in the country. Now look at the type of deaths they left. So if eventually somebody emerges, the next president emerges, how do you think they'll be able to sort this out before even going on with the agenda that they had already? It's just so painful. Honestly, it's frustrating. 60.9 trillion naira debt, and I'm sure there are other liabilities too. How would they even manage before they go even begin to service debt? Talk less of to pay the debt, talk less of to now start going on with the agenda that they have. What time? 4 years never finish. 4 years never finish already. It's just so painful that these guys just do what they want to do to enrich themselves. Yet, amidst the poverty, they still lend money to other countries. They still give money to other countries. Amidst the poverty, people still find a way to loot billions of naira, and nothing is being done about it. It's so painful. Honestly, it's just so painful. It's so painful. Honestly, guys. Kai, wow. Mr. Kennedy, please, are you ready now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would say I'm ready, but I'm becoming very emotional because I heard my brother crying.
Honestly.
Oh, I'm very sorry, Mr. Brother Nice. I'm sorry for what is going on. I wish if you can buy a ticket and go to Nigeria this time, you will weep more, because I just came back and what I saw is very, very deplorable because it's the rainy season. It's really, really very deplorable. You will cry more when you go to Nigeria during the rainy season. I'll be going during the dry season. This one I went to, maybe I hope I'll never go there again during the rainy season. But anyway, I sympathize with you. I sympathize with all Nigerians. Thank you, co-panelists. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ms. Kachi. The first issue here, the Aquabio survived and Lawan failed or something. I wouldn't want to discuss that because I want all of them to fail. If all of them had failed, that would have been better. We need a new crop of politicians, a new breed to come in and take their place. The cash shortage issue. I appreciate what brother Tony just said about the cash shortage, because I think the Tinubu camp is, is dawning on them that he's not going anywhere. That is why he's trying to save his money, because he knows he has a lot of money to spend. But I think what brother Tuna just said is right, because he's not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. He feels there's no need to spend his money, and that is why he's crying to the party to help him with some money. There will definitely be cash shortage, because people will be so disenfranchised with the APC, and nobody will want to dish out money for that party. The ASU strike issue, the students are, like I said yesterday, the students are blocking the road to Lagos Airport. I think that is a right step in the right direction. They should go further, go to the seaport or the port authority and block everywhere. They should go to Abuja Airport, block Abuja Airport. They should go to Kaduna Road. Like Brother Tunaja said, no terrorists will want to face the students. If the students were really students, the way we are when we were, or the way we were when we were students, no terrorists will face us. If the student comes out to protest or to block the road, who are the terrorists? Students that are more than, let's say 10 million people in Nigeria. I'm sure there are more than 10 million people or 20 million students. If they come out on the street, who are the terrorists to attack them? The terrorists, they always target a soft target, where they will just go and take babies and old men and women and take them into custody and begin to demand for money. And these terrorists, they are in cahoot with the federal government. That's what I think. They're in cahoot with the federal government. That is why when they take people, nobody is able to trace their lines. They are using MTN, Etisalat, Glo and all that, and yet nobody is able to trace them. And our Air Force, they have area surveillance in all the bushes, and yet nobody is able to trace where they are. I think they are in collaboration with the federal government. That's what I see there. So the students should go and protest. They should block everywhere, block roads, block offices, and make sure they end ASU strike, because they are playing with the future of these students. 1 year, like I said yesterday, 1 year is lost already. 8 months is a 2 semester season, and after two semester is gone, how are these people going to make up with the 2 semester that is lost? That is 1 academic year. They shouldn't play with their future. And you can see the way the students are living. My young nephew is a doctor. He just left last month for UK. People are living in droves. And we say we have a country. I don't think we have a country anymore. It has virtually collapsed. And about the debt, they said they are going to leave behind. How can they envisage they are going to leave 60.9 trillion behind when they have not left off? They still have 8 months to go. Or is it that they are just trying to see what we're going to say? But what of the debt they are going to incur between, excuse me, the debt they are going to incur between now and the day of next year? So would that one not be taken into account? So me, I don't quite understand when they say they are going to leave 60.9 trillion behind. How? What of the ones they are going, because they are planning to borrow again. So with those ones, the ones they are going to borrow between now and next year, would it not be taken into cognizance? But anyway, I think Brother Nice was saying it will be very difficult for the new government. It will be very irresponsible for this government to leave that. Well, governments have been leaving debt behind. But what we want to do, we are not saying that Peter Obi is coming to make Nigeria like paradise or what. Let Peter Obi come to power and set a new paradigm, set a new template that we will follow. There has to be, a new mandate that we will now follow. If this country is restructured and people now, there's now following the rule of law and people doing things the way they are supposed to do, at least we know we're not going to get it right in 4 years. We're not going to probably get it right in 8 years. But when we see the light at the end of the tunnel, when we see the prospect, then people will start moving home and investors will start coming. Before 10, 15 years, the country will have is a normal footing. That is what is going to happen. Whatever debt they want to leave behind, let them leave it behind. We are coming. Everyone is coming. Every hands are going to be on deck to make sure we put the country back to normal. How can a government borrow money to finance a project? And after financing the project, you say because this youth-tide season, a train will be free between Abuja and Lagos, or Kaduna and Lagos, or Kaduna and Abuja. You make it free. Where is that done? You borrow money to finance a project, and because you are envisaging more vote in 2019, you said trains will be free. What are you even saying? They don't even have strategy. They don't know. They don't have brain. They don't have brain. They are unintelligent. How can you make it free? Come to Japan here. Almost all the roads are toll roads. You pay to maintain the road. You pay to maintain the airport. You pay everywhere to maintain it. In as far as the money is used judiciously to maintain all these facilities, why should you make it free? And look at the one I read in the newspaper about 2 days ago. They said, I don't know the particular train. They use 4 million to buy diesel in a month or something. 4 million to buy or in a day, and the money they make is 1.7 million. And they are not even ashamed to dish this out in public. And all the other money they are supposed to make, these train tickets are free for the people that work in the railway, government officials and all that. They ride the train freely. And you said you are a government and you have a think tank, people that think on how you should remodel your government. I don't think we know what we are doing. Most especially, this government has been the worst in the history of, I think, in the history of Africa, not even in Nigeria. Not even in Nigeria. The government, this government is worse. So that's what I have to say for now. So let me leave the floor for somebody else. Thank you very much.
Mr. Kennedy, thanks for sharing that with us. Honestly, why? How can you borrow money to finance a project and you are saying the train will be free? How? So how
Will
do
be
you
free.
even intend? How do you even intend to pay back the money that was borrowed? How? We keep saying that the country is in debt, yet you are giving waiver to rich companies. What are you giving them waiver for? Like, I do not even understand how these people think sometimes. Honestly, it's just heartbreaking. It's so alarming. Trust me. Thank you once again for sharing that with us. And guys, please help us to like and share this broadcast if you are yet to do so. Please help us to like and share. And please use the $ to the right in the comment section to support what we do here. God bless you. Mr. Charles, are you ready now for me, please?
I'm ready now.
Okay. Please
Thank
go ahead and
you.
make the submission.
Yeah, honestly, all these things, when you hear of what is happening in Nigeria, it's something to laugh at, because I've never heard where such a thing is happening. The truth about all this thing, like Peter Obi say, when lunatics takes over power, when lunatics, mad people is in the position of authorities and power, what do you expect? When someone tell me all these governors, presidents, senators, and House of Rep, tell me any of them that we can say today he started in this place, and after 10 years, before he became a governor, or before he get into any of this position, he was a successful businessman. He has done very great and marvelous in his career. None of them. Then when people who has never in their life managed anything and become successful, all of a sudden they get into a position where they can, grab as much as they can and nobody questions them. What do you expect? And then we want such system to continue. That is why you see today people like Oshomole is going to Senate. People like Hope Uzodinma was once a senator, today he's a governor of Imo State. A 419. People like Rochas, all of them. What kind of law do you expect these people to make in the Senate? So all these things, I don't know how we do this, but as far as these people continues in power, continues having their positions, Nigeria will continue to remain the same. My prayer, because I know as a president of Nigeria, there's one thing I know. One power I know, that the president of Nigeria is very powerful, and Nigeria as a president, a president of Nigeria can turn everything upside down. Why? Because he controls he is the chief of the armed force. He controls the military, everything. If Peter Obi wants to, if he gets into power, I know if he really wants to work, he can put fear in these people, and all of them will, because when all these people, they have skeletons in their cupboard, all of them. If as a president you investigate all of them one by one, you have something you will use to hold them, that they will never anytime rise against you. That's one thing I know about. But as far as we continue to have somebody like them as a president, this will continue to be bad. Look at what we are saying. A leader, a governor, a president, you went and borrow money. You invest that money, and you ask people to come and use that project you borrowed money to establish. You ask people to come and have the service for free, and this is money you borrowed from people that you are paying interest. Where does this happen? Everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world. Nothing is for free. Nothing is for free. Nobody gives you anything for free. You pay for it, because this is business. Government is a business. It's absolute business, because how will you generate income? How will you generate revenue when you are asking people to come and have service for free after you have borrowed and you are going to pay interest in that money you borrowed? Honestly, it's all about, like he said, mad people, lunatics taking over power. This is what you see. And it will continue till something happen. Let me end here, please. Another person can take over.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles, for that submission right there. Let's move straight to Mr. Let Go. Mr. Let Go, please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Catherine. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody, my fellow Nigerians. Yeah, I have been listening on the background, and Mr. Nice makes me got emotional. Emotional because I was watching House of Representatives yesterday discussing with APSU. And the APSU chairman, he also got emotional when he asked Bada Jamila question that you just went to Harvard and you came back, that the state of Harvard school that he went to, can you go to the state of our school where you graduated? And that man did not answer that question. So this time around, Nigerians are too emotional for things, the state of the country. And it seems like nobody knows where to start, because they have turned lies, and lies become true. And it is unfortunate. It is very, very unfortunate in our country and to everybody, because what is going on is touching everybody. Mr. Kennedy said that he just left Nigeria. And this is a life experience. The way he described the state of our country, he doesn't even want to go back there during rainy season. That will tell you the state of the nation. So it is I don't know what to call it. So that's what I have to say, that everybody, like Peter B said, that if the government, like Passat here said, that we need a government to put things in place. And that is true. We need a good people in those seats. Because when this Buhari administration came in, he sidelined all the appointments, all the position. So nobody that he puts in a different offices can be able to disagree with him. Anything that he wants to do is an express answer. Nobody will say no. Nobody will ask questions. And things have been moving wrongly till today. So, like concerning this, our oil, me and you cannot thief oil in Nigeria. A normal Nigerian man, women cannot collect our oil and sell it. The same government that are crying are the same people selling our oil. The same military, the same navy, the same president, the same senators, they are the ones selling this oil. The oil cannot sell itself. And I say, this oil go to a different countries. And after they have finished our oil, they will come back and let us know that oil theft, 1 million barrels, 2 billion barrels. And nobody is being held accountable. And that is where the character comes in. Who are we putting into power? Who are they? We are still asking this question. Who do we want to put in power? Watching what Buhari has done. Do we want to have another president who does not listen? Are we want to have another president who does not have any character? Is that what we want as a country? No, nobody wants it. Nobody wants it as a country. Mr. Pansat, I watched you on One Man Went to Moon show, and I saw how you always try to correct those people in that platform. Thank you so much. That platform, I don't know the word to use to describe that platform, but in as much as Mr. Pansat, you go to that platform and you still stand on your ground. Thank you so much. I appreciate
You're welcome,
you.
bro. Thank you.
I really, really appreciate. You can't go to that platform and think right. Thank you for that. I will
Thank
thank
you.
Mr. Evix. The way Mr. Evix, even because there are some people from that platform, if they sent them to this platform, they will come in the name of their supporting P2B, and they will start bringing what they are discussing over there. And I thank Mr. Evix enough to be able to capture them and disintegrate them. So these are the areas we have to pay attention. Yesterday, I logged in here. I was making a statement, but I made a wrong statement about Oshemole. But in as much as I make that statement, when I watch this show again, I don't like what I said and I took it back. But in as much as I use a bad word, because Oshemole is a man that's supposed to stand with Nigerian youth today. But instead of him to stand with Nigerians, he is doing the opposite. The question I have to ask is, where is Rotimi Amechi today? Where is Rochas today? All these are our leaders that are supposed to stand with the people, use our money, and supported these people in power. And when they use them, they will just push them out of the door. And they are there, seal their mouth, because they cannot really communicate with us anymore. Instead of them to support us, instead of them to say the truth for Nigeria to be better, for Nigeria to be good tomorrow, they are there saying what is not right. And that is why, a lot of people got emotional when they come into this platform to discuss what they have experienced in the past, to discuss the situation of our country right now. But we have a choice. The choice we have is 2023 is at hand. 2023 is a year we need to start turning things around. It's a year we need to have a good leader. Look at APC presidential candidate has not spoken to Nigerians till today. Every effort has been made for this man to come on board and tell us.
Let's wait to campaign, because for every time people bring that up, they said campaign has not started. So let's wait to campaign and see what they're even going to campaign on. So let's just be patient and wait.
Okay. Okay,
It's
thank you.
around the
So
corner. Today is 21 already.
yes. So let us, Mr. Passat, I really thank you. I won't thank you enough because I was in that platform. I watched his series of his videos. I watched what they are discussing there, my dear. You cannot just go there and be the same person again and think right. But whenever I hear you speak, Mr. Pansat, you always stand on your ground. You always try to educate that man. You always try to educate his fans.
Thank
You
you.
know,
Let me, Katya, let me just say to him that it's actually a reciprocal thing. I see you here as well, the work you're doing here. When I'm not here, I listen, and I see you tussle with our friend Niger here, who plays the devil's advocate sometimes. But all of us are going in the right direction. So let me reciprocate everything you said about me. You do exactly the same thing, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
yeah,
Thanks, guys.
yeah, yeah. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
thanks,
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Let Go. Thanks, Mr. Pansa. Thank you so much, guys, for your continuous love and support. We really do appreciate every single one of you. This is just to show you that people here are just doing this because we want the betterment of the country. That's just we're here to actually fight a common goal. That is why we're here. And I want to sincerely appreciate every single one of you for doing this every single time. It's not easy. Coming out here to do this is not easy at all. So God bless you all. Thank you for your continuous love and support. God bless you. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Goodman. Mr. Goodman, please, are you ready for me?
Yes, Kachi. Good morning.
To you, sir.
Yeah. Good morning to the panelists. Yeah, I just came on because of Branice. Like I was just asking Nigeria. I was saying that Nigeria wasn't created to succeed. And Branice felt this emotion because he believes that Nigeria truly was created to succeed. That emotion should be like anger for those people that created Nigeria. Because Nigeria, none of our fathers created Nigeria. Nigeria was created if people call them colonial masters, people like two Nigerians don't call them your colonial masters. They are your colonial masters. They name you, they give you a name, and you answer that name, and you are fighting tooth and nail to keep that name. So they are your masters. It's just like having a dog, and you give the dog a name, Bingo. You are the dog's master. Anytime you call Bingo, the dog is there. Do not say they are not your colonial master. They created country for you. They divided some of your tribesmen. They put them somewhere else and put you somewhere else and draw a line for you and give you a name, Nigeria. And you say they're not your master. And you go outside there and proudly beat your chest. I'm a proud Nigeria. A name somebody gave to you, and you come here to say they are not your masters. They are your masters. Nigeria wasn't created. We're not asking ourselves, why did they take away history from our school, from teaching us history? Because if we know our history, we'll begin to question them. If pre 1914, before the amalgamation, we know we are not one. There's crisis. Even pre-independence, it was in pre-independence. Ahmadu Bello came out and said the jobs in the north cannot be given to Southerners. That they would prefer to give a white person a job before they would think of Southerners. This is the crisis. Already, they knew these British people. They knew the crisis. If you know that these people are saying they cannot give the job to Southerners, and you believe that when you leave, they will automatically begin to give the job to Southerners, when you are there as a middleman to bridge the gap, they did not listen to you. It's when you leave, they will now see. Until we begin to realize that this country wasn't created to succeed, we can come here and these leaders.
So what's your point? What's your point?
My point is this energy that we are putting to think that maybe Obi is going to come and make Nigeria succeed as a country. If we as people begin to say, no, you see this country, we are not going anywhere until it's either we come together and discuss this country, or we all go our separate ways. Even the people that created Nigeria will begin to say, these people now, they begin to see reason. But we should come every
What's your
4 years.
point, Mr. Goodman? What's your point? Yes, I want to know where you're driving at.
My point is, I don't believe in one Nigeria, and I believe we should put Yes, my point. I don't believe in one Nigeria, and I believe Nigeria can never work. Look, Jonathan has been there. Obasanjo has been there. Obi has never been there. That's why he just said I will do production to consumption to production. Obasanjo, few weeks ago, a few days ago, Obasanjo in a church was reading a Bible passage, was saying, Pharaoh, let my people go. Do you think Obasanjo was talking to Fulani? Or Obasanjo was talking to the colonizer? Then Jonathan too, that's been there before, came when he was addressing the people. He was saying, indirectly telling us, Nigeria, he was quoting Awolowo and the rest, that Nigeria was this artificial creation by the British, that Nigeria has never been one, because you can't come and, he was telling people in the public place, we think people are codedly telling us something. They have been there in that office. So what I'm saying, now, look, what I'm saying, that time we think Nigeria was good. You know, Brana is saying, there is time Nigeria was good. Nigeria has never been good. If Nigeria was good, why is people like Fela complaining? At that time, we think Nigeria, somebody like Fela, say that no country people are thinking is good. It's not good. He was complaining. But we are saying it was good. Every generation will come. Some people will tell you that it's not good. Some will tell you that it's good. This our generation now will pass on. Another generation will come. Some people will still be crying the same. This country is not good. Some will say this country is good.
Mr. Goodman. Okay, Mr. Goodman. Thank you very much for that. Mr. Kennedy, you were going to say something, please.
Yes, thank you very much. I just want to quickly respond to the last speaker. I think Mr. Goodman. Please, we have to be very positive. You know, Mr. Goodman, let us forget about the past and move on. You see, what you're thinking about, our leaders, our forefathers, they made a very, very grievous mistake by not, restructuring after the colonial masters handed over to them. I don't think Nigeria was structured to fail. The colonial, you see, a lot of countries were colonized all over the world. Even the Japan I am now was somehow indirectly colonized after they lost the First World War to America. And America basically dictated how they would write their constitution and all that. But come and see what is going on in Asia. Asia is fast developing. It's just that our leaders fail to develop. The archaic idea of I am from the north, I'm from the south, I'm from the west is what is our problem. When Ahmadu Bello or whoever said they want to ditch the Quran in the Atlantic Ocean, those were wrong assertions. Those ones were what is taking us back. And if we can, go beyond all those assumptions and move on, look at what is happening today. The Hausas, even the Fulani, the youth all over the country, they have all woken up to a certain reality. And the reality is we need a good governance. You see that all these things we have been passing through, at the time you're going to see that there's going to be changes. Because when the youth, when they get up and say, we need changes, and the changes will come. Let us forget about what happened in the past. Our fathers and our mothers, they did this, they did that, Fela did this, or Ahmadu Bello said this or that. Those were probably wrong assumptions. We're going to move past that, dimensions. So please, let us forget about that. Let us move on. Nigeria will be great again. When we were growing up, Nigeria was actually very great. When I was in class 4, those days we call it class 4 in the secondary school, my father bought us cars and we were using cars to school. So why wouldn't I say Nigeria was good then? Peugeot was 5,000 naira in those days. A motorcycle, this lady's machine was 450 naira in those days. That was how much my mother bought a motorcycle. This lady's motorcycle, 150. So Nigeria was okay, and farmers could just buy cars and the vehicles those days. So they will come back. Just wait. Forget about all this animosity. I'm an Hausa, I'm a Yoruba, I'm a Benin, I'm all that. Let us forget about those things and move on as a people. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please, can I say something?
Please, you have just 1 minute, sir.
Okay. Sorry, the last speaker. I understand what you're saying. This is not the first time youths are rising up in Nigeria. Look, those times we say Nigeria was okay. People that see the amalgamation knows that at time we come, this ideology will clash. Because when they left Nigeria, they left us with goodies. It's like somebody give you a new house, give you good furniture, but do not give you how to maintain that house. The idea to maintain that house. By the time the house starts cracking, that's when you will know that that's when you know it's okay for me to have accepted this house in the first place. This is what is happening. They know that in future, Those people that were complaining then, they know that in future ideology will clash. And this is what is happening now. The other time, these Fulanis, they are not schooling, but as one of them has gone to school, they are not bringing the ideology in the forefront, in front of your notice. This is what is happening. There's no way you will say in those days Nigeria was good. Nigeria was good because British left good things. But it's when the house starts cracking, that's when you will know that are we truly one people.
Yes, we shouldn't have allowed the house to crack. That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't have allowed the house to crack. We are going to make peace.
The different ideology allows the house to crack.
What do you even want to sit and have a round table discussion with Mr. Michael? What do you even want to sit and have a discussion with? Is it the people that do not even care? Is it the people that don't care about the common man? Is it the people that are only after what they want to gain and how to amass wealth for themselves and their generations to come? Are those the people that you want to sit and have a discussion with on how to divide? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. We need somebody, first of all, that will be able to listen. Somebody that can even listen to us in the first place. You have people that do not care what happens. People that don't even know what is going on. I'm sure if you ask somebody now, what is going on? If you ask the man Nasir Rock now, what's going on? He doesn't even know. So are those the people that you want to sit and have a conversation with? Let's not forget that this whole tribal thing, it happens to every tribe. You know, I don't know where you are from, but where I am from, sometimes if you go meet your parents and say you want to marry from this tribe, this same tribe, or you want to marry from this village, they will tell you, that village, I beg, don't go there. This same tribe, inside the same tribe, they still get that mentality. Oh, I better pass this person. So I think we really need to cleanse ourselves first from the way we think about our fellow human.
Can I say something?
So what's stopping us from revoting?
Anyways, Mr. Goodman, I do not want us to totally deviate from what we're talking about. Our time is already fast spent. I don't want us to totally deviate from what we're talking about, because newspaper headline reviews is meant to be an hour 30 minutes max, and it's already an hour 30 minutes. So thank you, Mr. Goodman, for bringing that out. It's okay for you to believe in what you believe in. That is totally fine by us. All ideas are welcome to this platform. So thank you once again, Mr. Goodman. We appreciate you. I'm going to go to Mr. Chibuzo. Well, Mr. Chibuzo, you came late, so you're going to try and make it very quick. Mr. Chibuzo, please. You have the floor.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you, sir. Please go ahead.
All right. There's a lot of problem going on in Nigeria. And one thing most of the people must understand is there is no country, even in America, that we compare ourselves to. There's no country that didn't go rough patch. All of them have their challenges. They went through hell before a particular personnel come out as a leader and change the narratives. And one thing we must always do is we mustn't compare ourselves with this Western world. The only thing we need to do is to learn from them. If at all, what they are doing, if it's good for us, we need to learn from them. We don't need to challenge ourselves with them, because there is no way we can match ourselves with them. They are ahead of us. So the leaders in Nigeria, what happened is Nigeria, I don't support division. I don't support it. We have intellectual people from the north, from the south. We have them in abandon. But what happened is we cannot be able to, harvest these people and make use of them. And every Nigerian today, what you have from the childhood, every Nigeria today, every Nigeria, all of them they are having that corrupt mind all over. Even though you put the young men in office, put the old men in office, they have that corrupt mind. But it will only take just a particular individual, just one person, to change the way people think. And that is what we are hoping for. talking about the current situation in Nigeria, it's a very shameful thing. And you can see that Nigerians are not even challenging all these wrongdoings that is happening over there. Nigerians are not really challenging it. So, and we're having a big problem, really big problem in Nigeria. You know, I remember when Nigerians they were questioning the House of Assembly about the Buhari approval of some certain vehicle to give to Niger. We make that noise, but today nobody talk about it. What happened? Nobody can even talk about it anymore. So that is how Nigeria behaved. That chapter have closed. Now we focus in another chapter, you know, and the things are keep on going wrong and keep on going wrong, going to borrow more money. What are they doing with this money? Nobody can even talk about. Nobody know even know what they are doing with all this money. You know, Nigeria need a very serious leader. I don't personally. I'm an Igbo person. When I look at P2B, I didn't give him my support in the initial time, but when I look at his most of the speech that he has been speaking, I dearly support him very seriously because what he's saying is exactly what Nigeria needs. Nigeria needs industrialization. Nigeria needs a mechanized farming. That is a basic part of the economy. Then you cannot compare. I don't want to call them. You cannot compare P2B currently with Tinubu or Atiku. Those guys got nothing to offer to Nigerians. Anybody who is supporting those parties are making a great mistake. Let us give somebody else who have given us the platform to believe in him and said, let us give him a chance and see what he can be able to do. It's only 4 years. If he didn't deliver, which I know he will deliver, you know. So let us give P2B a chance and see what he can do for Nigerians. I know he will do better than the rest that is there. Those guys that is there, they don't, you know, I did add this thing last time we were having this chat. I said, current president, which is Muhammad Buhari, never manage anything. He never make money for himself. For you to make money for yourself, not to go to school, graduate, and get employment. When you make money for yourself from the scratch, that is when you will know how economy works. But when you don't do that, look at everywhere where people who manage a country never manage anything by themselves. Look at every country those people represent. Those countries always collapse. So it's not a surprise thing that Buhari came to power, promised us heaven and hell, though he did deliver hell to us. So now we need a rescuer to come and take us from that hell, you know, which is P2B. P2B will do more greater things than anybody, most of the people are doubting. All this sentiment, politics, all this kind of name calling, it's not going to take us anywhere. Nigeria need a leader. What make a country a great country is law and order. When law and order came to a particular country, you will see the country will now move forward. Nigeria don't have law and order. Look at what we are talking here now. Nigerian government will negotiate with bandits. But we have people who are struggling to go to school, talking about we need money to facilitate our movement. The government turned deaf ear. All their children are in abroad going to school. The people who are suffering this thing are the children of the poor people. They do all kind of strike. They turn deaf ear. But let just Boko Haram or one bandit kidnap one of them. You will see how they will rush and pay that money. It's very easy. They won't even complain, you know. So what I'm trying to say is let us give P2B chance. I know that there is no country, as I said, that didn't go through rough situation. Even China that you see today, they went through hell until they bring a visionary into system. And that is what makes China great today. So we need those kind of people who can visualize Nigeria, make Nigeria more greater. The way we are seeing Nigeria today, Nigeria is falling apart. So let us not criticize people, rather than let us focus on the kind of candidate that we can be able to elect in power and make sure that this candidate can deliver to Nigerians. We have seen promises, we have seen all kinds of promises they have given us, but those people did not deliver because of the corrupt practices they are doing in Nigeria there. But if P2B came to power, I believe at least if he didn't give Nigeria, give them 60%. If he didn't give them anything, 60%, and I hope he will do that. So anybody who came here that said that Nigeria will not be great again, that person is still dreaming, because we have people who can do it. Even in APC, even in PDP, they have people who can do it. But due to intimidation they are facing and challenges they are facing in their domain, they cannot be able to speak, So, and I thank P2B for the campaign from the PDP, and he find a place of his choice today, and what is making him great. Because if he was in PDP, nobody will know about him. That's my take for now. Let me give us another people chance to, Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Chibuzo, for that wonderful contribution right there. Like I said before,
can I say something?
Mr. Tunaija, please, we're going to come around again, please, for the closing remark, because our time is already far spent. Thanks to everyone who has.
But how do we have 6 people here, and this stuff has gone on for 1 hour 30 minutes, and I spoke only once?
Mr. Tunaija, please. I said it has gone for 1 hour 30 minutes, and you spoke at length. So I don't understand the points that you're trying to make, please. You spoke more than every other person, so I don't know what point you're trying to make exactly.
It's physically impossible for me to speak more than everybody.
Anyways, guys, I want to say thank you to everyone who has contributed so far, and to the amazing people we have on the comment section. Thanks, guys, for your continuous love and support. Mom Diaspora, I see you right there on the comments. God bless you for always doing this with us. Gerard Oba1, I see you right there. Michael Johnson Emmanuel, I see you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Michael Okere, James Morgan, I see you guys. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I appreciate every single one of you. God bless you for your continuous love and support. Please help us to like and share if you're yet to do so. I see Mr. Pansat HD right there. Gabriel Grana, I see you right there too. Thanks, guys, for doing this with us again today. I appreciate you all. Lucky Yamu is also right here with us. Michael Okere is right there with us. Thanks to everyone. Marcus the Great, I see you right there too. Perpetua Ndukwe, I see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Sylvanus Enyi is also right there with us. Thanks, guys, for joining us today. I appreciate every one of you. God bless you all. Okay, that being said, I want to appreciate everyone viewing us from all over the globe. Guys, please help us to like and share our broadcast if you're yet to do so. Liking and sharing simply means that you want more people to hear about us and see what we do here. So guys, help us to like and share our broadcast, and do not hesitate to join us today 5 p.m. Nigerian time for our discussion. Please join us 5 p.m. Nigerian time. God bless you. And we do this newspaper airline reviews Monday through Saturdays, 10 a.m. Nigerian time. Please endeavor to join us. Tell a friend to tell another friend about Nigeria Watch, and God bless every single one of you. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you guys. All right, that being said, we're going to go around again for the closing remark to all the panelists. We're going to go around for the closing remark, guys. So after this, the show will be coming to an end. Thank you all so much. God bless you. I'm going to start with Brian Nice. Brian Nice, I hope you're better now.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Kechi. Thank you so very much. I'm fine now. Yeah. I want to say that our people are blind by tribalism, so they don't see the potential that Nigeria has anymore. Many of them, no matter, they don't even see the goods that Nigeria can offer, because many of them, they share a lot of idea of let's divide the country, let's share the country. The Nigeria is gone, is dead. Because of all this kind of mentality, they cannot see the potential that Nigeria have anymore. That's why many of them, no matter what you would said, they would still stand by their own way of reasoning, of seeing things. I was very happy that somebody referred to China. China 20 years, 30 years ago, you see the condition of China. But when the Chinese people decide to put the right president in power, see the state of China today. Brazil, you see the state where they are today. So I wish Nigerians can see things from that angle, that what we need in Nigeria is not to divide Nigeria, is not to point fingers to tribes. It's for us to come together and elect the right president in power. You will see the potential that Nigeria has to offer. I just hope so, that Nigerians will see. Thank you so very much. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Amen. And God bless you too, Brother Nice. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. God bless you. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy, please, your closing remark.
Thank you very much, viewers and co-panelists. I want to propose something very important. And this message, if it is possible for this message to go to Peter Obi, if he eventually wins the presidency, because all these are leaders now, they are corrupt, they are ethnic, they are playing the ethnic card and the religious cards. That is why you see the division. Like I'm talking in the same vein as what Brother Nice was trying to say. There should not be any division. Let me tell you, Nigerians are very patriotic and they are doing very well abroad. If Peter Obi becomes the president and he's patriotic and all Nigerians likes what he's doing, let Peter Obi ask Nigerians living abroad for loan, no interest loan. I want to make it very clear. Let all Nigerians living abroad contribute $50 to $1,000 each, and you see the country will move on. There are a lot of countries that have done it. All Nigerians living abroad between $50 and those that are interested in contributing $50 to $1,000 each. You see that the sky will be our limit. That is my message to Peter Obi. Set all machineries in place that will restructure Nigeria and see what the patriotic Nigerians will do. Forget about asking loans from China and all other countries, World Bank and all that. We are World Bank by ourselves. Nigerians are ready to move. We are ready to move our country forward. Thank you very much, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. That's a very good one. I've never ever thought of that. Thanks for sharing that with us. Let's move straight to Mr. Tunaija. Mr. Tunaija, please, your closing remark. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. What I can say is that we can start from not calling other people masters. The definition of masters, as is stated here, is a man who has him, especially as servants or slaves. And the other words that are similar to masters are lord, overlord, rulers, sovereign, and monarchs. And if we cannot understand that we are using words to make ourselves subservient, how can you even know how to rule yourself? And this is why I keep saying that we shouldn't be calling other people masters. And in terms of the debt that we owe, Nigeria's national debt, by and large, is not that large. We are one of the bottom debt to GDP ratio. In other words, we have the capacity to pay, but we just choose not to pay. We can generate money if our government and the people are in sync, like other countries are. But that is the work that needs to be done. Once we get that work done, you will find that this problem that we have, that we think is big, even our debt is nothing compared to what the UK owes. You see what I mean? The debt to GDP ratio of Nigeria is about 20%, which is an increase from 17%. That of the UK is going to 100%. The US is over 100%. Japan, that is doing really, is 200 and something percent, while Nigeria's is 20%. So we owe very little compared to what the country can generate. It's just that the country is not doing it. And we all have a stake in this. The last speaker said something about contributing money. This is the thing. We are happy to contribute money to campaigns. We should be doing that for our country too. I obviously understand the reason why, because we think that the government are going to steal it. This is why I keep calling for transparency. Make government accounts public so that the people know when it's time to pay into the system and solve all these our problems, they can be able to do it. That is what is blocking Nigerians from engaging with the state because they fear whenever they engage with the state, the money is going to be stolen.
All right, Mr. Tunanja, thank you very much. And let's not forget that the US, their debt is in their currency, not in foreign currency. So they can as well, print the money and pay off their debts because I don't want to
Japan is not. UK is not.
their US their debt is in their currency. Nigerians debt is in a foreign currency. So we have to be able to export something. We need to be able to sell something that they want for us to get the currency. Okay, so US their debt is not in a foreign currency, is in their currency.
Is that saying that you're against people who's contributing to the state?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just putting that out there. Contributing to the state totally is good, but I'm just putting that out there because you were talking about US debt being over 100% and things like that. But don't forget that their debt is in their currency, not in a foreign currency. Anyways, let's just move straight to the next person.
Japanese one is also in US dollars.
Okay, let's move straight to the next person, which is Mr. Pansat. Mr. Pansat, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You make an excellent point there. Mr. Tunaj, I wanted to first point out that when we use the word master, of colonial master, it's actually said derisively. If you notice, every time somebody's using those words, they're talking in a ridicule. It's like a ridicule. It's a satire. It's an irony. They're scorning. It's usually a negative thing they're talking about. They're sneering at the fact that colonial master did X, Y, Z. Usually it's not a positive thing that he did. So they're scoffing at it. It's a trenchancy, asabity, right?
That's not what I hear.
Well,
they left good things for us.
They have, well, sometimes they do that too. But, and those would deserve your criticism. But usually the way I understand it is done in the negative sense. But Mr. Kennedy, his suggestion and his contribution, both the first and his concluding remarks, were excellent. I like the idea. And Kachi, the point you were making, I think P2B, in one of his discussions, he's talking about selling crude and everything in Naira instead of dollars and things like that. And of course, Brother Nice, I'm telling you, we all have that passion, but stay strong. We're going to overcome this thing this year. All right. All these negative people, like, you don't know how maddening it is when I go to certain platform and they try to be clever, trying to make OB the same as Tinubu and Atiku. I don't know if it's in age, in ideas, in thoughts, and heart, in what the activities has been. Trying to make Obi the same as corrupt as everybody else. And what's the reason they give? That he used to be in the PDP. Imagine that infantile argument. That's one thing that, it's sad. So our people have to ignore all these punks and go and do the right thing. But I'll be remiss if I don't. One of the things that concern me, actually, let me answer one of the questions you had earlier, which is about the Senate President Lawal's case. What the INEC did this time, they left out the name for the Yobe, I believe it's Yobe North. They didn't put any name there because even Machina's name is not on there. So I guess they're waiting for a court action before the court would then tell them. And, it might be a case like Akpabio's case where they're going to give Lawal back. So he's not out completely. Now, on the issue of corruption, I wanted you to know that about sometime, I think it was 2021, that EFCC listed 978 convictions. Mr. Bawa, Abdul Rashid Mena being one of those, and Farouk Lawan, who was a senator. Those are the only high-profile people who were on that list.
Okay, Mr. Pansat.
Excuse me?
Yes, because you've spent more than your time already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was going to then list the former governors, including Ahmed Tinubu, who they didn't prosecute. But it's okay. This is not one of those longer sessions we have. But I want to commend everybody, including yourself. Thanks for putting up with our trying to take more time that is allotted and all that. You handled it beautifully. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Pansa. Thanks to everyone. Mr. Let Go, please. You have the floor to make your closing remark. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Kachi, and thank everybody. And remember, Buhari has taken Nigeria from top to bottom, and he said it by himself. So we need a government. We need a good leader with character we can hold accountable before, Nigerians in diasporas, we start investing, we start putting money in the country. Because we can't bring our money and put it into the hands of these guys that are over there. So that is why we all are all together with collective effort. We can elect good leaders with character and competence. Somebody who is decency, that can be able to anchor all these ideas. Because look at where Buhari left us today. I was watching one of the video online, a Yoruba church, and inside that church, we have Yorubas, we have Igbos, we have Middle Belt, we have Southern, we have so many people. And the bishop of that church was saying that he don't care who is in this church, he don't care wherever you are here, that he don't care that him as a Yoruba man will never vote for Peter Obi. This is the message the man was passing through, that him as a Yoruba man, that he don't like Tinubu, but he will never vote for any other candidate except Ahmed Tinubu. So these are the kind of place we find ourselves. And we want to get things right. Look at all these beautiful ideas we have here. We need to have a leader before we can come to a round table and discuss the future of the country. So let us, collective effort, get somebody so that we can vote for Labour Party. He's the only man that is different from these three guys over there. Thank you, and God bless everyone.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Let Go, for your submission right there. I want to say thanks to everyone, for your contributions today. God bless every single one of you. Remember, I talked about the sticker that they said they are putting on transportation vehicles in Lagos that I saw this morning. Oh, okay, so but MC Oluomo has come out to say that that's a total lie, that he didn't instruct anybody to sell any type of sticker to any public transportation. So that is that. So thank God for that. All right, guys, thanks to everyone who contributed today. God bless every single one of you. I really do appreciate you guys, even if Mr. Tunaida is always trying to get on my nerves. But thanks, guys, for doing this with me again. I appreciate you all, and to our lovely viewers, thank you for doing this.
I will be stomping on your nerves, don't worry.
Because you're just saying only one time you talk. How many times other people talk for you? I beg. Thanks to everyone who was present today, who joined us. Please tell other people about Naija Watch. Help us to subscribe if you're yet to do so, and hit the notification bell. Please like and share our broadcast if you are yet to do so. Liking and sharing simply means that you want our voices and all the wonderful and beautiful suggestions that you guys have said today to be heard by others, and so we can sensitize other people. Thanks once again. Do not hesitate to join us today, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, for our discussion, just like the previous ones that we've had. And Monday through Saturdays will be 10 a.m. for our newspaper headline reviews. I know you guys miss him. Don't worry, she'll be back pretty soon. Like I said before, for now, make sure they manage me like that. My name is Kachi. This is me saying peace out. Thanks to everyone. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And as I always say, may the Almighty continuously crown our efforts with success, and may our effort never be in vain. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye.
Possible. for better life, yeah, my people. For better roads, yeah, for better hospitals and health, yeah. Hey. For lights today, for everything to work for us, for Nigeria. Yeah. No more hunger. Obi for better Nigeria. Obedient and useful. Obi, yeah. Obi, yeah. I'll be obedient and useful. Obi, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, Obi, get it. Hausa man, Yoruba man, Igbo man, Middle Belt, Niger Delta. Let us come together for better Nigeria. For better life, for better health, for better road. From consumption to production. Obi are the